Hey everyone, and welcome back to Walk and Learn. Today we're stepping into a digital universe, one that's really reshaped how millions of people interact, play, even how they earn money. You might know it yourself, or maybe you've heard your kids talking about it nonstop. We're talking about Roblox, and specifically how it went from being seen as, well, kind of a niche thing to this huge global cultural phenomenon, really between 2020 and 2025. So our mission for this Walk and Learn is to really unpack how Roblox became such a powerhouse. We'll look at the user growth, which is just wild, the creator economy, its social impact, and what it all tells us about where digital interaction might be heading. We've got some great insights pulled from Roblox Reimagined, gaming's cultural phenomenon 2020-2025 to guide us through this.
Yeah, and what's so interesting, I think, is that Roblox isn't just, well, it's not just a game, it's this massive ecosystem. And understanding how it evolved, especially in those 5 years, it gives us a real lens into these bigger shifts in tech, in social connection, even in like the economics for younger generations. And increasingly, not just younger generations, it really makes you ask, what happens when users stop being just consumers and become creators, become entrepreneurs inside a digital world? It's a fundamental shift.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so let's start with that growth. It was just incredible. The last 5 years, especially with the pandemic, Roblox's user base just exploded. The numbers are, well, they're pretty staggering. What can you tell us about that scale?
Staggering is the right word. The source material points to, by 2024, Roblox hitting 380 million monthly active users. Colossal.
380 million. Wow.
Right. But look at the daily numbers. They're maybe even more telling. Q2 of 2025 alone, almost 80 million daily active users. 79.5 million to be exact.
That's like the population of a large country logging in every day.
Exactly. And, it wasn't just a blip because of the pandemic. That certainly accelerated things, a time when digital connection was, well, essential for so many.
Yeah.
But it solidified this trend that was already happening.
And it wasn't just more people either, right? There was also a geographical spread happening. Our sources mentioned that.
Absolutely. That's a key piece. If you zoom out, it wasn't just about the volume. It was this huge global expansion. We saw something like 39% growth in what you might call non-traditional markets within just 1 year.
39%.
Yeah, and places maybe not traditionally seen as primary gaming markets. It shows a real shift in where digital communities are forming, moving beyond those, typical demographics and regions. It says something pretty profound about the global reach of digital culture now.
Okay, so you have this massive, rapidly growing global user base, a digital nation, like you said. What does that kind of expansion mean, though? Beyond the success story, I mean, challenges must come with that, right? Infrastructure, maybe cultural adaptation.
Oh, definitely. That's a crucial point. I mean, just technologically scaling to handle nearly 80 million people daily, the infrastructure needed is immense. Think server capacity, network issues, managing data globally. It's huge. But then, yeah, there's the cultural challenge. To grow 39% in diverse markets, Roblox couldn't just be a one-size-fits-all platform. They had to get good at, localizing content, understanding different user tastes, navigating different rules and regulations, sort of learning to speak many digital languages at once.
Well, a balancing act.
Totally. Keeping it cohesive globally while letting local, authentic experiences thrive. It's tricky.
That adds a whole other layer to it. Okay, let's shift gears a bit, because this is where I think it gets really interesting. Roblox isn't just for playing. It's huge for making games. And that creation, it's not just a hobby anymore. It's a real economy. How did they manage to sort of democratize game development like that?
Well, the platform's core strength, maybe its secret sauce, is Roblox Studio. And it's not just some simple level editor. It's actually a pretty sophisticated development environment, but crucially, it's accessible.
Accessible how?
It empowers users with, almost any skill level. Kids, teens, even more experienced developers. They can all create these really immersive experiences, often without needing deep traditional coding skills. It uses a simplified scripting language, Lua. It's like giving everyone the toolbox, the blueprints, even some pre-made parts to build their own digital theme park. From scratch if they want.
So lowering that barrier to entry was key.
Exactly. That's what really sparked this whole creator revolution.
Which leads us straight to the money, the economics of it, all that content, all that engagement. It's generating serious cash for creators. What do the numbers say there?
Yeah, the numbers are pretty eye-opening.
Yeah.
They really show the power of user-generated content, UGC, as an economic driver. Get this. In just the first half of 2025, the sources say 3.1 million active developers on Roblox. They collectively earned nearly $600 million.
Wait, 600 million in 6 months?
Almost. $598 million.
Oh, wow.
And this is fueled by the Robux virtual currency system. It just shows this big shift, right? It's not just Roblox selling things. It's individual creators, small teams, building actual virtual businesses on the platform.
So nearly $600 million. That's not just pocket change. That's a serious economic force. But, with that much money flowing and a user-driven system, are there complexities, challenges for the developers themselves, maybe around IP or just making a steady income?
That's a really important question. Because, yeah, the success stories are amazing, but they can overshadow the reality for many. Sure, top creators can make incredible money, life-changing money. But like any creative field, there's a big disparity. A small percentage of games, of experiences, get most of the attention and most of the revenue. And creators face challenges too, getting noticed, protecting their ideas when content is easily remixed, and just the pressure to keep creating new things in a super competitive space. Even the exchange rate, turning Robux back into real money, the DevX rate, that's been a point of discussion. It highlights how Roblox is both the enabler and kind of the gatekeeper.
Right, so it's powerful, but not necessarily easy. There's a real learning curve to make it sustainable. Okay, so beyond the games, beyond the money, Roblox has also really changed what we think of as a social platform. Especially for younger people, it seems like a primary digital hangout. How does it build that sense of community?
Yeah, it functions as this incredibly vibrant social space. It's got built-in chat, groups that persist over time, community events. It goes way beyond a typical game lobby.
So not just playing together, but hanging out.
Exactly. Users meet up with friends, they go to virtual concerts, they explore user-made places like digital cafes or schools. And the demographic is key here. 56% of users are under 16, according to the source.
56%, under 16.
Right. So for teens and younger kids, this is a major place where they socialize, work on things together, just be together online. It's less passive consumption, more active co-creation of social experiences.
That young demographic really does highlight the cultural impact. Its connection, learning, and self-expression seems huge, too. Our sources talked about avatar customization.
Oh, massively. That self-expression piece is deeply connected to the whole avatar culture on Roblox. Users aren't just picking a character. They're building and showing off their unique digital identity.
How deep does that customization go?
It's pretty elaborate. Clothes, accessories, animations, custom body parts even. It allows for a huge amount of individuality. And this whole process, personalizing your avatar, buying virtual items with Robux, it creates these complex little economies inside the games, trading virtual items, collecting rare stuff. It's not just a side thing. It's a core social activity. It drives engagement.
Like a digital fashion scene, almost.
Yeah, kind of. It's fashion, it's status, it's personal branding, all rolled into one digital identity.
That's a big shift in how identity works online. So for you listening, it means recognizing that for millions, Roblox isn't just an escape. It's a primary space for socializing, beating who you are online, experimenting with that. But with such a young user base, so engaged, the responsibility for safety and moderation must be immense.
Oh, it's a huge ongoing challenge.
Yeah.
Because it's built on user content, Roblox is constantly trying to balance creative freedom with protecting its users, especially the younger ones. They use AI, human moderators, user reporting. But the sheer amount of content, the speed, it's a constant battle.
Things like bullying, inappropriate content.
Exactly. Online safety, cyberbullying, making sure interactions are appropriate in this global, real-time space.
Okay.
These are top priorities, but incredibly complex to manage at scale. The platform kind of has to act like its own government, setting rules, enforcing them, protecting its citizens. It's way more complicated than for a traditional game developer.
That digital nation idea again, it really fits. Okay, let's shift slightly again. Looking back, Roblox's journey, technically speaking, it's been incredible too. It wasn't always this slick, immersive platform, was it?
Not at all, no. To really get the transformation, you got to remember, it started way back in 2002, technically, as Dynablocks.
Dynablocks.
Yeah, a much simpler, physics-based kind of sandbox. Very basic compared to now. Fast forward to 2025, and it's this incredibly sophisticated platform. It can handle these highly immersive worlds, advanced graphics, really complex user-made games. And importantly, it works across everything. PC, mobile, consoles, VR. That cross-platform compatibility was huge. That whole journey just shows this constant commitment to pushing the tech boundaries.
And that tech evolution didn't just help Roblox, right? It seems like it's influenced the whole gaming industry, maybe even those broader metaverse discussions.
Definitely. Roblox's success with user-generated content, with community-driven platforms, it directly influences how the rest of the industry thinks about UGC now.
Others are trying to copy it?
Well, they're certainly paying attention. Its success proves there's this massive appetite for experiences, where users don't just play, they create, they share, they even monetize. Within these big digital communities, other platforms are now rushing to build similar tools, similar economies. They see that empowering creators drives incredible growth and engagement. It really blurs the lines, doesn't it? Between gaming, social media, maybe even what people mean by metaverse. Roblox kind of provided an early blueprint for what a persistent, user-driven digital world could look like.
It really is a powerful case study. So thinking about that, what are the key lessons? What can other platforms or even established tech companies learn from how Roblox empowered creators and built these virtual economies, especially considering the tech challenges they overcame?
I think the biggest lesson is that empowering users isn't just like a nice thing to do. It's a powerful engine for growth and innovation. Roblox really focused on making the tools accessible and, crucially, providing a clear way for creators to earn money. That built loyalty and incredible activity. And prioritizing that cross-platform access early on was smart. It made their digital nation open to almost everyone.
So accessibility and monetization.
Yeah, and understanding that the most compelling digital experiences now often involve participation, ownership, creation,
Hmm.
not just consumption. And all of that needs to be supported by tech that can actually handle that scale and complexity.
Wow. Okay, what an incredible journey we've taken through the Roblox universe today. We've seen the user numbers explode, seen how millions of creators are earning real money, how these vibrant, complex social spaces got built, and how they kept pushing the technology forward, really redefining digital interaction. It's such a clear example of how platforms are just erasing those old lines between playing games, social media, even starting a business.
Absolutely. That transformation, from this niche platform to a global phenomenon, it just underscores the incredible power of user creativity and community building. And maybe it leaves a question for you, the listener, to think about as you finish your walk. In this increasingly digital world, where those lines between creator and consumer are just dissolving, what kind of immersive, community-driven spaces will you look for, or maybe even help build next? How might you participate in shaping that future of digital connection?
That's a great thought to end on. Thanks so much for walking and learning with us today. We really hope this walk and learn into Roblox gave you some new perspectives, some deeper insights, and plenty to chew on as you navigate our ever evolving digital world.